Okay, Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera student. So now we're going to learn about the water system. So we've learned about the water purification method. We have boiling, chlorination, filtration, and also distillation. So why we have to do this is because water is really important for us in our daily life, and sometimes we will face some problem in our water, right? Whether it's purified or not for us to use. And also sometimes we face shortage of water supply. So there are a few methods um, has been used to overcome this problem, which is first the um, recycle of water. So you recycle your water. Second, we do fork harvesting. So this means when you have fork harvesting means you have, okay, fork harvesting is when you have this kind of item, and fork maksudnya ada macam wap-wap air, right? Wap-wap air from a gas. So this, um, when it hits this platform, it will change into liquid, or it will change into water. Okay, so from this you will harvest the water. You will put in, for example, like a pail, or you will put in a tank for you to collect water from a fork. Okay, so maksudnya bila ada fork, kamu harvest fork tu mula-mula dalam bentuk gas. When it hits this platform, it will change into liquid. So kamu boleh harvest, kamu boleh collect water. Okay, and also we have another one. We have the reverse osmosis. So reverse osmosis is one of the methods that has been used in industrial scale, in a big scale, to produce a purified water. So kalau kamu pernah dengar minuman osmosis berbalik, or a drink in a bottle that written as reverse osmosis water, so itu adalah salah satu cara for you to purify the water when we have a shortage of water supply. So ada tiga tu lah, you have to remember: recycle of water, fork harvesting, and also reverse osmosis. Like when you go to the supermarket, sometimes you can find a bottle of water that says reverse osmosis water. That's one of the one of the method used when we have shortage of water. So another one that we know from our water purification method, for example, in the large scale, in the large industries, they have like factories, they have like a plant to purify water, then they will distribute to homes, to your home or to houses. So sebab itulah bila kamu bangun pagi, cuci muka, right? And then basuh tangan or basuh muka, every day we get clean water. So where do this water come from? So we need to learn here. They have a water treatment facility for them to provide us with clean water every day. Because as we know, water is really important in our daily life. So our government, they have this water plan, or water purification treatment of water in the factory, in the place where they will purify the water, they do treatment of water, and then they will distribute to a few houses. Okay, so when you look at here, there are a few steps that we need to remember. Okay, so when we have this, okay, for example, if we have water, so and then they will add coagulation, they will do sedimentation. Sedimentation is mean kamu kasih sediment dekat bawah. Okay, kamu kasih, you separate the liquid and the solid form. When you separate the liquid and the solid form, the solid will be at the bottom because it is heavier, obviously, compared to the water, compared to the liquid. and then all the water will move to this next section, and then it will be filtered. So filtration is similar to the one you have at home, water filter. So water filter you have, for example, maybe you have stones, you have um yeah, usually they use stones, but usually another different kind of water filter, the macam the tip putih. Okay, so this tip putih usually they have 4 or they have 6. They filter out the water, so it is similar to the ones in the larger scale, in the industrial scale. So filtration they sometimes use stone. So after filtration and disinfection, so for example disinfection usually they use chlorine. Okay, chlorination to kill microorganisms, then they will distribute to houses. And that's why when you come home, um, or when you use any of the tap, you will be able to get fresh clean water. Why? Because we have our water treatment facility. Okay, so we're going to learn one by one how do this water treatment facility works, and how do we human beings get, we as these people on this earth or in this country have this clean water every day in our daily life. Okay, so as I told you just now, we have water treatment plant, and then they will, after filtration, after disinfection, they will send to houses. Sebab itulah bila kamu buka pipe, ada air yang bersih. Buka pipe, ada air yang bersih, right? And then, so we have here coagulation. Okay, you have to remember, we have filtration, sedimentation, disinfection, and then after disinfection will be the last where you add usually chlorine, and then you will distribute to the houses. Yeah. So coagulation actually is one of the method. Okay, one of the process used to we use in the filtration method for water distribution at home. So coagulation will be added. Okay, so coagulation usually where alum and lime are added into the coagulation tank. Okay, to coagulate mud particles and to reduce the acidity of water. So this means, for example, if they have a tank, and then the name of the tank is coagulation tank, for example. So in this tank, they will add um, coagulation mud, okay, or coagulation particles. So benda ni dia akan coagulate mud particles dekat sini. So dia akan subside, dia akan subside. I'm so sorry. So they can subside, and then you will get you can filter out the muds. Okay, it will subside and it will filter out the muds, and also it will reduce the acidity of water. So that is the purpose of coagulation. So bila kamu tambah, dia akan suspend dekat bawah, right, the mud, and then you can filter out. You will only get the a more purified water, and then you can also reduce the acidity of water, because we want the water to be 7 pH, but without this coagulation, the acidity of the water will increase because of some chemicals. So it will be maybe 4, 3, 1, right? So it's not advisable for us to consume with high acidity if you want to drink just plain water. Okay, so another one in the system or in the process is known as filtration. So filtration actually it works like our water filter at home. I mean, your water filter at home and my water filter at home. So water filtration is actually when you have layers. Okay, so when you have water and it will be filtered out, you have, for example, stone. Okay, for example, you have top layer, you have sand, and then maybe last layer you have gravel. So filtration, it helps to filter out sediments that you don't want. Okay, it will helps you to um, remove any particles that you don't want in water. Okay, it usually separate any suspended particles in the liquid. So for example, if the water pass through and then you can filter out maybe some stone, you can filter out any sand, you can filter out any mud, right? So that is the purpose of filtration. Dia berlapis-lapis-lapis macam water filter. So bila kamu lalu, bersih air tu. Okay. So the last one would be disinfection method. So disinfection method is where you will add usually chlorine. Okay, you purify the water, you disinfect the water. Maksudnya you bunuh your microorganism. Okay, so chlorination is help to kill out or eradicate the microorganism. Okay, it will kill pathogen, disinfect the water. Okay, so after disinfect the water, for example using chlorination or sodium chloride, you kill all the microorganism, then they will send or they will distribute to houses. And this is how the water system works in most of the country, and how people get clean water every day. Okay, so if you have any question, as usual, you can always ask me.